Okay, let's look at Riverside 2022 A.Math paper, Sec 3, end of year. Alright, question 1a. Find the range of values of p for which x squared minus 5 equals to p bracket x plus 3 has no real roots. Okay, so the hint down here is no real roots, okay, and range of values. So when you see this kind of keywords, okay, this has to do with your discriminant. Okay, so no real roots meaning that your b square minus 4ac has no solution, so less than 0. Okay, so x square minus 5 equals to px plus 3p. Shift everything to the left hand side, x square minus px minus 5 plus 3p, okay, equals to 0. Okay, so by right it should be minus 5 minus 3p. But I factorize out the negative, so it's minus 5 plus 3p. Okay, since a equals to 1, b equals to negative p, and c equals to negative 5 plus 3p. Okay, b square minus 4ac must be less than 0. So negative p square minus 4, 1, negative 5 plus 3p. Okay, must be less than 0. Okay, so negative will becomes positive. Alright, so it will just be p square plus 12p plus 20 is lesser than 0. So p plus 10, p plus 2 is lesser than 0. Okay, so draw the number line. Okay, when solving inequality, always need to have number line. So negative 2, negative 10 are my roots. Okay, p square is positive, so it's a smiley face. Lesser than 0, so we're looking at this region. Okay, so p is lesser than negative 2, more than negative 10. Sorry, this one I read wrongly. Okay, negative 2, negative 10. Okay, so answer. Okay, now hence deduce whether the line y equals to negative 5x minus 15 intersect the curve y equals to x squared minus 5. Now this is a hence question, okay, and it's only 2 marks, right? So when we look at hence question, okay, we need to consider the above. Okay, so what are we trying to link up? Okay, and you can see that over here x squared minus 5 is this portion over here. Okay, so we need to build a link with this y equals to negative 5x minus 15 and the px plus 3. Okay, so some of you might have already seen it. Okay, is that y equals to negative 5x minus 15 can be rewritten as negative 5x plus 3. Okay, so since this is y and this is y, let's equate both of them. So x squared minus 5 is equals to negative 5x plus 3. Okay, so how to present our answer over here, right? So I can say that from observation, okay, p equals to negative 5. Okay, since p equals to negative 5, and we know that p in this range has no solution. Okay, now negative 5 is within that range. So therefore, okay, the line and curve does not intersect. Okay, because no solution, a line and a curve will have no solution if they do not intersect. Okay, question 2. Find the range of values of a for which ax squared minus 8x plus a is greater than 6. Okay, so again, find the range of values of a, okay, for which a quadratic equation appears. Okay, so again, this is on discriminant, and this question is a favorite in O level. All right, okay, and in exam, okay, because this is where a lot of student makes mistake on. Okay, so first thing first, right? Ax squared minus 8x plus a is greater than 6. So we are going to shift the 6 over, okay, so that we have ax squared minus 8x plus a minus 6 is greater than 0. Now, what you need to understand down here is that this is your quadratic equation. Okay, so your quadratic equation is greater than 0. Now, how does a quadratic equation look like? Okay, so if you plot it against the x against the y-axis, a quadratic equation greater than 0 actually means this, right? Okay, whereby it lies above the x-axis. Okay, so you need to differentiate the difference between the quadratic greater than 0. Okay, so since the quadratic is greater than 0, means there is no intersection, means there is no roots, therefore b squared minus 4ac must be less than 0. Okay, so a equals to a, b equals negative 8, c equals to a minus 6. Okay, so b squared minus 4ac less than 0 will have negative 8 squared minus 4a bracket a minus 6 must be less than 0. Expand it out, 64 minus 4a squared plus 24a must be less than 0. Okay, so rearrange over here, negative 4a squared plus 24a plus 64 is lesser than 0. Okay, now over here, I'm going to divide this whole thing by negative 4. Okay, so that I will get a squared minus 6a minus 16 greater than 0. Okay, because when I inequality rule, when I divide by negative, the inequality sign will flip. Okay, so factorizing this, I will have a minus 8, a plus 2 greater than 0. Okay, number line, 8, negative 2, smiley face. Okay, but since I'm looking for greater than 0, I'm looking at this range. Okay, so a is either greater than 8 or a is smaller than negative 2. Okay, but there's a condition over here, right? Because remember, I need my quadratic to be above 0, so my quadratic cannot be like this. Okay, because if it's like this, then it will definitely extend to the x-axis. All right, so what I'm trying to say down here is that when we have a smiley face, right, the value of a must be greater than 0. Okay, so therefore the a equals to negative 2 has to be rejected. Okay, so therefore the answer is a is greater than 8 only. Okay, question 3. State the value of, okay, question 3a. State the exact value of tangent 60. Okay, b. A cuboid has a square base of sides 2 minus tangent 60, volume of 2 tangent 60 minus 3, and find the exact height of the cuboid in the form a plus b root 3, where a and b are integers. Okay, so you need to recognize this question is actually on surds. Okay, so exact value of tangent 60. All right, now if you remember your special angle, okay, you can actually just write down the answer straight away. Okay, if you don't remember, what you can use is to use your calculator, right, and key in tangent 60. Now, unlike my calculator, right, when you key tangent 60, you'll get 1.732. So what you do is that you just go and square it, okay, then you'll get 3. So you know that from here, okay, by cheating, right, okay, you can say that tangent 60 degrees square in your calculator shows you 3. So therefore, tangent 60 must be equals to square root 3. Okay, now over here, right, you don't need to show this working to your teacher, right? So the exact value of tangent 60, it is just taken at, okay, you know your special angle equals to root 3. That's all. Okay, now B. A cuboid has a square base of 2 minus tangent 60. So you need to recognize that, okay, what's the purpose of asking you 3a and then going into B? Okay, is that the square base, okay, the base, the length, and the breadth is such that it is 2 minus root 3. Okay, the volume is 2 root 3 minus 3. Oh, so you need to be able to recognize this. Now, and then they say find the exact height in the form of a plus b root 3, where a and b are integers. Okay, so we know that a cuboid, the volume is equals to length times breadth times height. Okay, so the length and breadth is 2 minus root 3. So we can write it as 2 minus root 3 squared times the height. Now the volume is 2 root 3 minus 3. So manipulate the formula, we can say that the height is equals to 2 root 3 minus 3 divided by the 2 minus root 3 squared. Okay, so now what I will do down here is to expand the denominator. Okay, so expanding the denominator, okay, it will be useful if you remember your Sec 2 algebra expansion, right? A minus b bracket square is equals to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. Okay, so this will be 4 minus 2 root 3 plus 3. Okay, top would just be 2 root 3 minus 3. Okay, so we'll have 2 root 3 minus 3 over 7 minus 2 root 3. Okay, now over here, okay, what you need to do is to be able to understand the next process called rationalize. Okay, now rationalize, we need to multiply by the conjugate surd. Okay, so in this case, 7 minus root 2, 3, we need to multiply by 7 plus 2 root 3. Okay, therefore creating a scenario of a plus b, a minus b, which is a squared minus b squared. Okay, now usually I like to deal with the denominator first, okay, so that I know that the denominator is going to be 7 squared, right, which is 49, and 2 root 3 squared, okay, which is 12. So we have 49 minus 12. Okay, now numerator, we have 2 root 3 times 7 root 3. Okay, so that is 14 root 3. Okay, 2 root 3 times 2 root 3, that is again 12. Minus 3 times 7, that's minus 21. Minus 3 times 2 root 3, that is minus 6 root 3. Okay, so we'll have we'll have 14 minus 6 root 3, that is 8 root 3. Okay, 12 minus 21, that is minus 9 over 37. Okay, wait, let me check. Did I do anything wrong? Cuboid has a square base of 2 minus root 3. 2 root 3 minus 3. Find the exact height where a and b are integers. A and b are integers. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake over here. Okay, this is 4 root 3. Okay, 4 root 3. Okay, so, yep. Okay, wait, let me recalculate. Okay, so that would be, okay, so denominator first, 4 root 3, that will be 1. Okay, yeah, because this will be 49 minus 48. That makes more sense. Okay, so we have 14 root 3 plus 824, then minus 21 minus 12 root 3. Okay, so we'll have over 1. Since over 1, we don't need to care about denominator anymore. 14 root 3 minus 12 root 3, that is 2 root 3. Okay, 24 minus 21, that is plus 3. Answer. Question 4. Solve the equation 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x plus 1 equals to 3. Okay, so what is the logic of this question, right? Since this is indices that deal with minus, okay, so this one is probably going to be a substitution. Okay, so in order to do substitution, okay, in indices, you need to know how to split the indices. Okay, so two things going on down here, right? 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x plus 1 equals to 3. So 4 to the power of x is 2 to the power of 2x minus 2 to the power of x plus 1. Okay, so splitting it will means 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of 1 equals to 3. Okay, now this 2 to the power of 2x, okay, can be understood as 2 to the power of x squared as well. Okay, now this is important for our next step, okay, because I'm going to let 2 to the power of x be y, right, or any alphabets. Okay, so over here, this would means that I will have y squared minus 2y equals to 3. Okay, so bring the 3 over, you'll realize that this is actually a quadratic equals to 0. Okay, so factorize y minus 3y plus 1 equals to 0. So quadratic solving y equals to negative 1, y equals to 3. Now, but y is not what we are solving for. We are solving for x. So replacing the y back with 2 to the power of x. So we have 2 to the power of x equals to 3 or 2 to the power of x equals to negative 1. Now, this is impossible because indices, okay, we would not have negative. So this answer is rejected. Okay, so 2 to the power of x equals to 3. How to solve this? Okay, we're going to use logarithm. So we take logs at both sides. Log 2 power x equals to log 3. Okay, now logarithm law, x can come down. Okay, so we'll have x times log 2 equals to log 3. So x equals to log 3 divided by log 2, which is log, wait, where's my log? Log 3 divided by log 2. Okay, so 1.58. Okay, 3SF. Okay, question 5A. Alright, solve 2x plus 3 minus square root 3 minus 4x equals to 0. Okay, so what happens over here, right, is that in order to solve the surd, okay, we need to in order to solve the square root, we need to square it. Okay, but we can't square it directly. Okay, because if we're going to square it directly, now my right hand side is not going to get affected. Okay, but the thing is, it doesn't remove my square root, because over here what happens is that we will just have a plus b squared scenario, okay, which is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So then you will have 2x and the square root 3 minus 4x as a term inside it, which is pointless, right? So that is something that you all need to take note, okay, when you are squaring it. Okay, so over here, what needs to happen is that you need to shift one of the term over to the other side. Okay, you want to isolate your square root. Okay, so since this is positive, right? And now I'm going to shift the 2x over, right? But it doesn't really matter which one you shift over. Okay, so then I will have square root 3 minus 4x equals to negative 2x. Now, and both sides, I'm going to take a square. Okay, I'm going to take a square. So the square root will take away the square. Okay, so that I will have 3 minus 4x equals to 4x squared. Okay, so shift everything over to one side. So 4x squared plus 4x minus 3 equals to 0. Okay, notice what I did down here is that I actually shift everything to the right hand side, okay, by logic, okay, but I just equate it equals to 0 again. Oh, okay, so 4x squared plus 4x minus 3 equals to 0. The factorization of this will get me 2x plus 3. Okay, then x 2x 2x minus 1, right? So yep, equals to 0. So over here, x equals to negative 3 over 2, x equals to half. Okay, now although we got the answer down here, okay, what we always need to do is to sub it back into the equation to see if it really gets me equals to 0. Okay, so you can see that down here, if I sub in x equals to half, what will happen? Okay, I will have 2 bracket half plus the square root of 3 minus 2. Okay, but that is equals to 2. Okay, compared to 2 bracket negative 3 over 2. Okay, plus the square root of 3 minus 4 bracket 3 over 2. Okay, which is, oh sorry, negative 3 over 2. Okay, so that will be equals to 0. Okay, so therefore the only answer is, suitable answer is this. Okay, this answer is not suitable, we have to reject it. Okay, B. Okay, without using calculator, okay, solve 4 to the power of 3x plus log 2 1 out of 8 equals to 5. Okay, so 4 to the power of 3x plus log 2 1 out of 8 equals to 5. So we need to be able to get this value out over here. Okay, so what is 1 out of 8 as an indices is 2 to the power of negative 3. Okay, so 4 to the power of 3x plus log 2 to negative 3. Okay, now we know that the power can bring down, right? So that means it actually, okay, equals to 5. Okay, so that actually it means 4 to the power of 3x, okay, minus 3 equals to 5. Okay, so 4 to the power of 3x equals to 8. Okay, but 4 and 8 can't really have any relationship, so what I can do is to change the 4 into 2 squared to the power of 3x equals to 2 to the power of 3. So in this case, right, we'll have 6x equals to 3. X equals to half. Solution. Okay, question 6a. Express x squared plus 4x plus 5 over x squared plus 5x plus 6 in partial fraction. Okay, so you can notice that since they all have the same degree, okay, which makes this an improper fraction. All right, so what I'm going to do, okay, when we encounter improper fraction is to do a long division. Okay, so x squared plus 5x, sorry, plus 4x plus 5 is divided by x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so there's only 1, right? So x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, if I take the negative down here, I will get negative x minus 1. Okay, so that means that x squared plus 4x plus 5 over x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equals to 1 plus, okay, fraction negative x minus 1 over x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay, so the thing down here is we want to have partial fraction. Okay, so this is the whole, right? The whole has nothing to do, okay, with the partial fraction. Okay, so we only break down the fraction itself. Okay, so we have negative x minus 1 over, okay, x squared plus 5x plus 6 is actually x plus 3, x plus 2. Okay, so it is equals to a over x plus 3 plus b over x plus 2. Okay, so we'll have negative x minus 1 is equals to a x plus 2 plus b x plus 3. Okay, cross multiply. Okay, so sub x equals to negative 2. Okay, we'll have b equals to 1. Okay, sub x equals to negative 3, we'll have negative a equals to 2. So a equals to negative 2. Okay, so therefore, okay, with this solution, we put it back over here, it will be 1 plus 1 over x plus 2 minus 2 over x plus 3. Answer. Okay. B. The expression 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus ax plus 2 is divisible by 2x minus 1. It leaves a remainder 2b when divided by x plus 2. Okay. Find the values of a and b. Okay. So we have fx equals to 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus ax plus 2. Okay. Now, when it's divisible by 2x minus 1, means that when I take half as a function, okay, of as x, okay, the remainder is equals to 0. Okay, there's no remainder because it's divisible. Okay, so now if I sub in half into it, I will have 2 half cube minus 3 half square plus half a plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, simplify this, I'll have a quarter minus 3/4 plus half a plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, so this is negative half, 1.5. So half a equals to negative 1.5. Okay, so a equals to negative 3. Okay, now leaves a remainder of 2b when divided by x plus 2. Okay, so that means if I take a function of negative 2, the remainder is 2b. Okay, so let's do it. 2 negative 2 cubed minus 3 negative 2 square plus half negative 2 plus 2 equals to 2b. Okay, so negative 8, negative 16, negative 28, negative 20, okay, wait, okay, 2 bracket negative 2 cube minus 3 negative 2 square plus half bracket negative 2 plus 2, okay, equals to negative 27. Wait, what am I doing? A is negative 3. Wait. Wait. Okay, sorry, again. Negative 16, negative 16 minus 12, negative 28, negative 22, negative 20. Okay, negative 20 equals to 2b. B equals to negative 10. Okay. Right. Hence, factorize the expression completely. Okay, so we'll have the expression as 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so now we know that this is equals to 2x minus 1. Okay, because it's divisible by 2x minus 1. Now, when it's divisible by 2x minus 1, it leaves a quadratic down here. So how to find this quadratic? We can do long division. So 2x cubed minus 3x squared minus 3x plus 2 divided by 2x minus 1. Okay, so we have x squared minus x squared minus, okay, so negative 2x squared minus 3x, so minus x, okay, minus 2x squared minus x minus, okay, negative 2x, oh sorry, plus x, so negative 4x plus 2. So minus 2, 4x plus 2. Okay, so we'll get x squared minus x minus 2. Okay, so that will be 2x minus 1. Okay, factorizing this, we'll have x minus 2, x plus 1. Okay, question 7a. Find the term independent of x. Okay, so when we want independent of x, that means that we are getting x to the power of 0 in the expansion of x squared plus 1 over 2x cubed to the power of 10. Okay, so now we'll can do it in a few ways, okay, but what is the logic over here is on the specific term. Okay, so tr plus 1 is equals to 10r bracket, okay, x squared to the power of 10 minus r bracket half 1 over 2x cubed to the power of r. Okay, so this is the r plus 1 formula. Okay, now we'll go a little bit deeper, okay, to find out, okay, the x term and the number term. Okay, so 10r is a number term. Okay, now we'll have half to the power of r as a number term as well. Where did the half come from? Okay, the 1 over 2 down here. Okay, now and then classify, right? I also have x squared to the power of 10 minus r multiplied by x to the power of negative 3 to the power of r. Okay, where the x negative 3 come from? In this law, I shift it up. Okay, so the powers of x is given by x to the power of 20 minus 5r, the combination of these two. Okay, now if I want the term independent of x, means I want x to the power of 0. Okay, so 20 minus 5r equals to 0, then 5r equals to 20, r equals to 4, which means that the term independent of x would be term 5. Okay, now then I'm only concerned with the coefficient. So term 4 plus 1 is equals to 10 4 bracket half to the power of 4. That's all. Okay, so calculator 10 C4 multiplied by half power 4. Okay, so we have 105 over 8. Okay, B. The expansion of a plus x bracket 1 minus 4x to the power of n in ascending power of x is half minus 15x plus bx squared, where a and b are constant and n is a positive integer. Find the values of a, b, and n. Okay, so let's see, right? Now, in the expansion of 1 minus 4xn, okay, and a plus x, okay, so we're going to try to expand this thing. Okay, first is to understand that a plus x consists of, this is a number, this is a x term. Now, they only get me the first three terms. Correct? So that means the 1 minus 4x to the power of n, I also try to expand the first three terms. Okay? 1 minus 4x n, okay, is equals to a plus x bracket 1 to the power of n minus n choose 1, sorry, plus n choose 1 bracket 1 to the power of n minus 1 bracket negative 4x power 1. Okay, plus n choose 2, 1 to the power of n minus 2, negative 4x squared. Okay, I only need the first three term, right? So that's that. Close. Okay, so let's try to simplify it further. A plus x bracket 1 to the power of n will forever be 1. Okay, so now the for n1, okay, n1 is just n, or anything choose 1 will just be the number itself. Okay, so demonstrate, for example, 20 choose 1, the answer will just be 20. Okay, 15 choose 1, the answer will just be 15. So n choose 1 will just be n. Okay, so 1 to the power of n minus 1 will just be 1. Okay, negative 4x to the power of 1 is negative 4x. So this will be negative 4nx. Okay, now n choose 2 is slightly trickier. Okay, now n choose 2 would means that we'll have, okay, plus this n choose 2 portion would be n bracket n minus 1 over 2 times 1, which is 2. Okay, this is n choose 2. Okay, now 1 to the power of n minus 2 is still 1. Okay, negative 4x squared will be 16x squared. Okay, now which this portion down here can be simplified a little bit further. So let's write it again. A plus x bracket 1 minus 4nx plus 16 and 2, we can reduce it into 8. So we'll have 8n n minus 1 x squared. Okay, so that's about it. Now, the first three term, okay, is half minus 5x, okay, half minus 15x plus bx squared. So that means half minus 15x plus bx squared is the result of a plus x. Okay, sorry. Here I still have plus dot 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 plus dot dot dot. Okay. Now, 1 minus 4nx plus 8n n minus 1 x squared plus dot dot dot. Okay, so now let's look at the number term. The number term is only possible with a multiplied by 1, correct? So therefore, we can see that a equals to half. Solve for part 1. Okay, now in order to solve for, what are we solving for? A, b, and n, right? Okay, so let's solve for b first. Okay, so b is the x squared term. Now, in order to get the x squared term, okay, let me think. Okay, so the x squared term, okay, can be found by a multiplying by the x squared term, okay, and x multiplying by the x term, okay, which is like this. So a will multiply by this term, okay, and this will multiply by this term. Okay, so we can say that the bx squared, okay, wait, okay, maybe I try something else first. Okay, x term. Okay, so x term is by a multiplying by this term and x multiplying by this term. Okay, then we'll be able to solve for n term. Okay, I think which is the easier route. Okay, so a multiplied by negative 4n. Okay, I will get negative 4 a n plus 1 equals to negative 15. Okay, now a is equals to half. So we have negative 2n, okay, plus 1 equals to negative 15. Negative 2n equal negative 16. n equals to 8. Okay, so that's part. Yeah, so we can actually solve for n first. Okay, so n is solved. Now, last, okay, which is the purple color one. Okay, so we will have, since we know the value of n, okay, then the x squared value is half times 8 times 8 times 7, the x squared term, okay, minus 4 times 8, okay, that is equals to b squared. So this is 432 times 7 minus 32, 192. Oh wait, oh, so it's bx squared, sorry. So b equals to 192. That's all. Okay. The temperature of a liquid rises from a temperature of theta degrees Celsius to T degrees Celsius in X minute when heated. Given that T is equals to 40 minus 17 e to the power of negative 0.05 x, find the value of theta. Okay, so theta will be when x equals to 0, right? So theta is when x equals to 0. So t is equals to 40 minus 17e to the power of 0, which is 23. Okay? Okay. Now, the value of t when x equals to 20, so t equals to 40 minus 17 e to the power of negative 0.05, 20. Okay, this one just key into calculator. 40 minus 17 e to the power of negative 0.05 times 20. Okay, so 33.7, okay, 3SF. Okay, the value of x when t equals to 35, okay, so 35 equals to 40 minus 17 e to the power of negative 0.05x. Okay, so isolate 17 e to the power of negative 0.05x equals to 5. Okay, so e to the power of negative 0.05x equals to 5 out of 17. Take ln at both sides, negative 0.05x is equals to ln 5 over 17. Okay, so x equals to ln 5 over 17 divided by negative 0.05. Okay, so x equals to 24.5. Okay, 3SF. Okay, the value of which t approaches when x becomes very large. Okay, so when x becomes very large, okay, e to the power of negative x, okay, will become 0. Okay, so t will approach 40. Okay. Okay. Express 4x squared minus 20x plus 15 in the form a bracket x minus h squared plus k. Okay, so over here, 4x squared minus 20x plus 15. Now, they want to, you need to factorize out the number so that you only have a singular x squared term. Okay, so that will be x squared minus 5x plus 15. Okay, I will keep the 15 on the outside. I just complete the square for x squared and the x term. Okay, so that will be 4 x squared minus 5x, okay, plus 5 divided by 2 squared minus 5 divided by 2 squared. close plus 15. Okay, so then this becomes 4 bracket x minus 5 over 2 square. Okay, then 25 over, so that will be minus 25 on the outside plus 15, which is 4x minus 5 over 2 square minus 10. Okay, hence sketch the graph showing clearly the coordinates of the turning point and the y-intercept. Okay, so okay, so sketch, right? Turning point is negative 10, okay, and 5 over 2. Okay, so this is the turning point of the graph. Okay, y-intercept of the graph is when x equals to 0, so that is positive 15. Okay, so right, the graph will probably be like this. Okay, right, since they didn't need the x-intercept, so don't need to try to find the x-intercept. Oh, so x1, x2. Okay, but you should know how to find it though. All right. Okay, question 10. Solve the equation log x4 equals to 2 plus 4 log 2x. So notice that x4, 2x. Okay, the base and the argument are in two different positions. Okay, both contain an unknown value of x. So this will be a substitution question. Okay, plus change of base, right? So change of base is log AB equals to log CB over log CA. Okay, that will be a change of base. So over here, right, log x4 equals to 2 plus 4 log 2x. Okay, now I will always want my base to be a number base, so I'm going to change base on the left hand side. So I have log 24 over log 2x equals to 2 plus 4 log 2x. Okay, so you notice that log 24, this whole thing is actually 2. Okay, so let log 2x be u, right? So 2 over u equals to 2 plus 4u. Okay, so 4u squared plus 2u minus 2 equals to 0. 2u squared plus u minus 1 equals to 0. Factorize 2u u plus 1 minus 1 equals to 0. So u equals to negative 1 or u equals to half. So log 2x equals to negative 1 or log 2x equals to half. So x equals to 2 power half or x equals to 2 negative 1. So it's half or square root 2. Okay, the figure shows a trapezium ABCD in which AD is parallel to BC and AB is parallel to the x-axis. The point AC and D are 4, 2, 7, 16 and 0, 10 respectively. Okay, the point X lies on BC such that angle AXB is equals to 90 degree. Find the equation of BC and AX. Okay, so BC, all right. So we can see that over here, right, to find the equation of a line, okay, we need to find the gradient and the y-intercept of the line, right? Okay, so since this line BC is parallel to the line AD, so we can get the gradient from the AD. So gradient of AD is equals to 10 minus 2 over 0 minus 4. So it's 8 over negative 4, which is negative 2. So therefore, this gradient is equals to negative 2. Okay, so we can use the shortcut. okay, the shortcut to find the equation of the line, which is y minus 16 equals to, okay, the formula is y minus y1 equals to m bracket x minus x1. So we have y minus 16 equals to negative 2 x minus 7. Okay, so then we'll have y equals to negative 2x plus 30. Okay, so that is the equation of the line BC. Okay, so line BC is y equals to negative 2x plus 30. Okay, now, and we know that over here that to find the equation of AX is perpendicular to BC. Okay, since AX, okay, so that gradient of AX times the gradient of BC must be negative 1, cos is 90 degree. So therefore, gradient of AX is equals to positive half. Okay, right? Okay, so it's negative 1 divided by 2, negative 2, right? Okay, so it's positive half. Okay, so and AX passes through the point 4, 2. So again, same equation. Y minus y1 equals to mx minus x1, right? So y minus 2 equals to half x minus 4. Okay, so we'll have y equals to half x, okay, minus 2 plus 2. So it's equals to half x. Okay, which means that this line will actually pass through the origin. Huh? Okay, because there's no y-intercept. Okay, find the coordinates of b and of x. B and x. Okay, so because this line is parallel to the x-axis, so that means the y value of this line is equals to 2. Okay, so to find the coordinate of b, I'm going to sub it into the red equation as y equals to 2. Okay, so for line BC, right, y equals to negative 2x plus 30 when y equals to 2, 2 equals to negative 2x plus 30, 2x equals to 28, x equals to 14. Okay, so b will be 14 and 2. Okay, now x is the intersection between the blue line and the red line. So two lines meet, simultaneous equation. Okay, so y equals to negative half x plus 30, y equals to, negative 2x plus 30, negative 2x plus 30, and y equals to half x. Okay, so you want half x to be equals to negative 2x plus 30. So 2.5x equals to 30, x equals to 12. Okay, so y will be equals to half of x, which is 6. Okay, sorry, half of 12, which is 6. So therefore, x is the coordinate 12 and 6. Okay, calculate the area of the trapezium ABCD. Okay, so to calculate the area of trapezium, okay, in this case, you can actually use the trapezium formula, but it's a bit tedious. Okay, when it comes to A-math area, we'll just use shoelace method. Okay, so area equals to half. Okay, so remember, pick a starting point and go anti-clockwise. Okay, since there's a 0, I will try to make use of the 0. Oh, so 0, 10. 0, 10. Okay, anti-clockwise would be 4, 2, followed by B, which is 14, 2. Okay, followed by D is 7, 16. Okay, and then going back to the starting point, 0, 10. Okay, so equals to half bracket, this is 8 plus 14 times 16, 224 plus 70, okay, minus half of 0, 14 plus 28 plus 40. Okay, so we'll have 8 plus 224 plus 70, okay, minus 14 minus 28 minus 40. 220 divided by 2. So equals to 110 unit square. Okay, the diagram shows two circles, C and D. Circle C is reflected in the y-axis to obtain circle D. The center of the two circles lies on the x-axis. Given that P is 0, 2, okay, so P is 0, 2, okay, and y is negative 4, negative 2. Okay, and px is the diameter of C, py is the diameter of D. Okay, find the equation of the center D. Okay, so if this is the line of symmetry, okay, I mean this is the reflection line, right? So if this is negative 4, 2, then this part down here will be equal distance from this part down here. So that means x, although they never give us, okay, we can say that this is actually 4 and negative 2. Okay, now, and these two portions down here, remember they say that x, this is the diameter, and x-axis is the center. So this must be the center of the circle. The red dot must be the center of the circle. Okay, so now we can find the center of since we want the equation of center C, right? So we can get the center of the we can get the center by using midpoint. Okay, so midpoint is 0 plus 4 divided by 2. Okay, and 2 plus negative 2 divided by 2, which is 0, lah, right? Okay, because it's the x-axis. Okay, yeah, so it's 2, 0. So therefore, the center is 2 and 0. Okay, now next thing is we can find the radius of the line. Okay, so the radius of the line, okay, is square root 0 minus negative 2 square plus 2 minus 4 squared. Okay, so that is 2 squared, which is 4, 4, 4 plus 4 square root 8. Okay, so the radius is square root 8. So the equation of circle C, okay, is equals to x minus 2 square plus y square equals to 8. Okay, now the equation of circle D is much straightforward because everything is almost the same. It's just a reflection. So D will be equals to x plus 2 square plus y squared equals to 8. Okay, the line y equals to 1 intersects circle C at A and B. Okay, y equals to 1 would means over here, right? Because this is 0, 2, so 1 is over here. Okay, so okay, point A and point B will be somewhere like this. Okay, A and B. Okay, show that the x coordinate of A and B are A plus B root 7 and A minus B root 7 respectively. Okay, so actually very simple. Since the equation of C is x minus 2 square plus y square equals to 8, when y equals to 1, then we'll have x minus 2 square plus 1 equal 8. X minus 2 squared equals to 7. X minus 2 equals to plus minus square root 7. X equals to 2 plus minus root 7. Okay, so A equals to 2, B equals to 1. Okay. Okay. Question 13. Find all the angles between 0 and 360 which satisfies the equation 16 sine x minus 8 sine square x equals to 5 cosine square x. Okay, so everything is in terms, on the left hand side is not sine, okay, but the right hand side is the odd one out, okay, cosine square x. So we can use sine square x plus cosine square x equals to 1 to deduce that cosine square x is equals to 1 minus sine square x. So that means we'll have 16 sine x minus 8 sine square x is equals to 5 bracket 1 minus sine square x. Okay, do a substitution of it. So then we'll have, okay, this will be negative 5, bring over, negative, okay, 16 sine x minus 8 sine square x equals to 5 minus 5 sine square x. Okay, since negative 8 is greater on the left hand side, we're going to shift it over to the right hand side. So we'll have 3 sine square x, okay, minus 16 sine x plus 5 equals to 0. Okay, so break down into two parts. Okay, we'll have 3 sine x minus 5 sine x plus 1. Sorry, minus 1. Okay, so that will give me what I need. Alright, so over here we'll have sine x equals to 1/3 and sine x equals to 5. Now sine x cannot be equals to 5 because sine domain is 1 and negative 1. So this one is rejected. Okay, so but we are still not done yet because we are solving for x. Okay. Alright. Okay. Now sine x equals to 1/3. Okay, what am I going to do? Okay, so we are ready to take the inverse down here, so we have to consider three things. Okay, the range, okay, is 0 and 360. Okay, the quadrant sign is positive, so quadrant 1 and 2. Okay, and the basic angle. Okay, so basic angle is sine inverse, okay, sine inverse 1/3 is equals to, okay, since this is degree mode, sine inverse 1/3 is equals to 19.471. 19.471. Okay, so x is equals to 19.471 or 180 minus 19.471. Okay, so it's 19.5 degree or 160.5. Answer. Okay. Secant 3z over 2 minus 18 plus 2 equals to 0. Okay, this is not a very good question. Okay, so secant 3z over 2 minus 18 equals to negative 2. Okay, secant is the opposite of cosine, right? So that means if I change this into cosine, 3z over 2 minus 18 must be equals to negative half. Alright, so considering the basic angle, alright, okay, so we say that the basic angle of z must be, z itself, right? Because over here we are ready to take the inverse. Okay, so z must exist greater than 0, smaller than 360. Okay, so 3z over 2, okay, must be from 0 to 540. Okay, so 3z over 2 minus 18 must consider negative 18 to 522 degree. Okay, so this is the range that we are going to solve for z. All right, now, and cosine is negative. Since cosine is negative, that means that, okay, so this is the range that we are considering, okay, then the quadrant. Since cosine is negative, means it's Q2 or Q4, sorry, Q3, Q2 or Q3, okay, which has a property of 180 minus theta and 180 plus theta. Okay, so once we know this, we can take the inverse. Okay, but when we take the inverse, we are finding the basic angle, which is cosine inverse half. Now, cosine inverse half would be 60 degree, right? Equals to 60 degree. Okay, so now we are ready to solve it. Okay, so since it's in this way, we are going to solve until 540 degree range, right? So cosine 3z minus 3z over 2 minus 18 must be equals to 120, 240, or 480, okay, which is inside the range over here. So 3z minus 18 divided by 2 times 2 divided by 3, right? So complicated, z equals to, okay, 120 plus 18 times 2 divided by 3. Okay, so the first answer is 92 degree. 240 plus 18 times 2 divided by 3. Okay, 172, and 480 plus 18 times 2 divided by 3. 332. Answer. The function f is defined by fx equals to 2 sine 2x plus 1. State the amplitude and the period of f. Okay, so amplitude, okay, is given by the number down here. So amplitude equals to 2. Period is determined by, okay, the amount of x. This is 2x. So the period would be 360 divided by the number 2, or 2 pi divided by 2, which is 180 degree or pi. But they didn't specify whether is it which one is it, so either one is fine. Okay. Now, but B, they did say that sketch the graph of y equals to 2 sine 2x plus 1 for x is greater than 0 or lesser than 2 pi. So then this would be a better answer. Okay, now sketch the graph. Okay, so what I'll do is this. All right, now over here, I'm not going to label the axis. Okay, this is going to be my middle line. Okay, to help me to plot the graph first. Okay, so 2 sine 2x plus 1. Okay, so we know that the period is pi. Okay, we're going to draw until 2 pi. So that means we'll have 2 cycles. Okay, so label 2 pi, pi. Okay, and in between the pi, I'm going to cut out into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 0. Okay, now it's going to go from 0, go to the peak, goes back to 0, goes to the minimum, goes back to 0. Okay, so the graph is going to look like this. Sorry, let me rebase the half. Okay, same thing down here. Go to peak, goes to back to middle, goes back 0, goes back middle. Okay, something like that. All right, now, and then the thing is, right, what is the maximum, what is the minimum? Okay, so 2 plus 1, the maximum is actually 3. 2 minus 1, the middle is actually negative 2 plus negative 1, right? This is the middle line. which is 1. The actual x-axis is actually below. Okay, this is my actual x-axis. Okay, this is my y-axis. Okay. By drawing a suitable line on the x-axis, find the number of solutions of the equation sine 2x equals to negative 1/4. Okay, so this one. Now, I have 2 sine 2x plus 1. Okay, now I want sine 2x equals to 1/4. Okay, right, equals to, okay, let's set it equals to 0 first. Okay, so that means, right, sine 2x. Okay, wait, sorry. Wait, sorry, let me repeat. Okay, they want me to solve sine 2x equals to negative 1/4. Okay, by using my graph, correct? Okay, but the graph that I drawn is y equals to 2 sine 2x plus 1. Okay, so I need to manipulate my equation so that it looks like that. So in order to do that, first I need to do what? I need to times 2. Okay, so times 2. So I say, okay, so that means that it will be the same if 2 sine 2x is equals to negative half. Okay, now, but my graph is 2 sine 2x plus 1. So it's negative half plus 1. So it's equals to half. Alright, now, then that means that I just need to draw the line y equals to half. Okay, so where is y equals to half, right? Half is over here. Okay, if I draw the line y equals to half, how many solutions will there be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, find the number of solutions, therefore 4 solutions.